Why is it that at work you can function like someone who never breaks? Efficient, composed, endlessly capable, yet the moment you step through your own front door, your energy collapses as if someone suddenly unplugged your entire system. Why is it that on social media you present a life that looks curated, bright and effortless, but behind every filtered moment lies exhaustion, doubt, and countless nights of holding yourself together so others won't worry? Why is it that even when you're already hurting, already overwhelmed, your mouth still says, "It's fine, I understand," as if expressing a real feeling is somehow more frightening than swallowing it whole? If you've ever looked at yourself in the mirror and felt an unfamiliar distance, as though the person staring back is polished, competent, controlled, yet somehow not quite you, then this episode is for you. Today, we'll look at the psychological structure behind this exhaustion, the persona, the social mask each of us learns to wear, why it exists, why it both protects and drains us, and, more importantly, how you can stop letting it consume the real you beneath it. Think about your typical day. At work, you're the problem solver, the steady one, the person others can trust to stay calm even when you're falling apart inside. How do you always keep it together, they ask, never knowing how hard you work to prevent that mask from cracking. At home, the contrast is jarring. Your body feels heavy, your mind foggy. Things as small as washing a dish feel like a battle you have no strength to fight. And online, your feed is full of highlights, successes, beauty, curated joy. No one sees the fear of not being enough, the frustration, the loneliness, the parts you cropped out to stay presentable. Some people avoid conflict so intensely that even when they're deeply uncomfortable, they still smile and say, "It's okay, really." We grow up learning how to act in each setting: a competent worker, a considerate partner, a dutiful child, a pleasant friend who never ruins the mood. Each environment becomes a stage, and we slip seamlessly into different costumes. But over time, a quiet question begins to form. The roles I play so well, are they really me, or just versions of me crafted to keep the world satisfied? And why is it that the longer we play them, the more disconnected we feel from our own core? The idea of the persona comes from Carl Jung, who borrowed the term from ancient Greek and Roman theatre. Actors wore masks, exaggerated expressions, unmistakable identities, so audiences far away could instantly understand the character and clearly hear their voice through the mask's opening. Jung used this as a metaphor for the public self, the version of you designed for social acceptance, shaped by expectations, norms, and survival needs. We don't build our persona deliberately. It forms long before we're aware of it. As children, we observe which behaviours earn approval and which trigger rejection or punishment. We learn to hide anger, tone down sadness, suppress desires that don't fit the environment, and amplify traits that please others. This process is called socialization. So the persona becomes a passport, a way to access opportunity, avoid conflict, and gain belonging. The problem isn't having a mask. Everyone has one. The problem is that we often forget. The mask is something we wear, not something we are. Though we often blame our persona for exhaustion, it actually exists because it serves crucial functions. First, it protects. When criticism, competition, or pressure hits you, the persona absorbs the impact first. People aren't attacking your deepest self. They're reacting to the role you're currently playing. This buffer keeps your inner world from collapsing under every blow. Second, it helps society function. Strangers cannot see your full complexity. They rely on recognizable cues, the professionalism of a doctor, the reliability of a teacher, the composure of a manager. These roles make social interactions smoother, more predictable, and less chaotic. Third, the mask can help you grow. Psychologists call this role internalization. If you repeatedly act confident, responsible, articulate, your brain begins to adopt those traits. A shy person becomes more expressive. An uncertain person becomes more decisive. Sometimes the mask opens the door to the person you're becoming. So the persona is not the enemy. It's a tool, a necessary one, until the day you forget that you're holding it. Jung warned that the real danger is over-identification. When the mask becomes your entire identity, you begin to fear every crack in it. You feel you must always perform, always reliable, always competent, always agreeable. You stop allowing mistakes, vulnerability, or imperfection. You stop allowing yourself to be human. The inner cost is heavy. You feel more distant from your true feelings. You work harder, yet feel less alive. You appear strong, but inside you feel hollow. And digital life makes this worse. In an age of curated feeds, you're constantly measuring yourself against perfected fragments of other people's lives. The pressure to stay flawless intensifies. The more polished your persona becomes, the more invisible your true self feels. That's why so many people who seem fine struggle with emptiness in private. They are living for the mask, not for themselves. The people-pleasing mask. The person who always says yes, who smooths conflict, fills gaps, carries burdens quietly. Their safety comes from being liked. Their fear is that without constant helpfulness, they might lose connection. The strong and unshakable mask, outwardly sharp, logical, unflappable, they debate, defend, dominate, not out of arrogance, but to avoid exposing the insecurity beneath. Superiority becomes their shield. The digital perfection mask, the online persona that looks successful, aesthetic, inspiring, yet offline, the person feels anxious, inadequate, or directionless. This mask depends entirely on external validation. A dip in attention can feel like a collapse of identity. Different masks, same essence. They protect, but they trap. The goal isn't to tear the mask off. In reality, you can't, and you shouldn't. The goal is to regain authorship. Step 1. Recognize the mask. When feedback stings, pause and ask, is this hurting me or is it hurting the persona I'm using right now? This separation alone can ease emotional pressure. Step 2. Give your real self a private space. You need moments, journal pages, walks, art, trusted relationships, where the mask comes off and your unfiltered emotions can breathe. Step 3. Practice lowering the mask in low-risk situations. Allow yourself to make small mistakes. Say no to unnecessary obligations. Stop overperforming in casual settings. Test the belief that the world requires your perfection. You will find that it does not. Step 4. Align your persona with your real values. When your public role and your inner self move closer together, the effort of performing decreases. Your mask becomes an expression, not a prison. The most sustainable persona is the one built not to hide you, but to help you walk more freely in the world. The persona is not your enemy. It is the armor that allowed you to survive, the language that helped you be understood. But you were never meant to disappear inside it. True peace begins the moment you stop confusing looking fine with being whole. When you no longer measure yourself by how flawlessly you perform your roles, but by how honestly you inhabit your life, your breath softens, your steps steady, and your inner world finally feels like a place you can return to. May you learn when to wear your mask and when to gently set it down. May you live a life that honors your depth, not just your performance. And may you meet, at last, the self who has always existed beneath every role. This is happy psychology. May you understand yourself a little deeper and love yourself a little more.